be consistently persistent. That's the key of any business.
Hello, everybody. This is Dana from DevDevice, and today I have Marcel from intelliRANK with me on my podcast. Welcome, Marcel.
Hey, Dano, thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
Yeah, man. Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Marcel or Marcel?
Either way is okay. In Romanian, it's Marcel. That's Romanian.
Marcel.
Marcel,
There
that's
you
the
go.
Romanian pronunciation. But yeah, you're great. You're pronouncing it
I
perfectly.
love
Either
to
way.
pronounce it the way it should be, Marcel, and then there's another hint. You are in Romania.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, born
Wow.
and raised in Romania. Yeah.
Born and raised in Romania. Wow, that's amazing. I would love to hear more about living in Romania. I never been. I've been in many countries around Romania, uh, but never in Romania itself. I was born in Ukraine. I lived in Moldavia. I
Oh,
traveled
nice.
across these countries, Slovakia, but never in Romania itself. But yeah, for
Yeah.
now, let's
Romania
get to
has.
know.
All
Yeah,
right. Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead, go ahead.
Romania has, the actual Dracula. So one joke I always like to start
Exactly.
with, especially in the US, because yeah, all the people in the US know about Dracula. I want to
Hmm.
reassure everybody that there are any vampires around here. So it's only a legend. So I've been walking this earth for 300 years and I haven't met one so far. So they're a myth. But, yeah.
I love
From
your sense of humor, man. So you've been working and walking the planet for 300 years and you haven't met any vampire. Okay,
no
that's cool. That's
vampires.
cool.
Yeah.
But it's funny how this whole myth came about. Like I mean, there's this castle of Dracula. Where is it? What's the name
Well,
again?
it's actually the legend of Vlad Dracul. Vlad Dracul or Vlad
Yeah.
Țepeș was, in the history, he was this
Mm.
warrior that was first of all he was putting on spikes the people on,
Oh,
like that, and
very
then they were
kind.
drinking the enemy's blood. They believed that drinking their blood would make them stronger and actually make them
Okay.
destroy the enemy. So that's
Hmm.
what the legend really evolved from, and
Hmm.
turned into the fangs and everything,
Hmm. Hmm.
Dracula that
Hmm.
we have today. But it's a really nice exploration of the past and transforming it into a nice fiction movie. Nevertheless, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
but let's move to intelliRANK. This is how I got to know you, and this is obviously an agency and a SaaS platform that serves Amazon sellers. So tell us more about intelliRANK. What do you guys do?
Okay, that's a very good question. So we are handling traffic, and I don't want everyone to understand it the wrong way. We're not doing trafficking with anything,
No
just
human trafficking.
no human trafficking, but traffic in terms of getting people, yeah, to see the product of Amazon and e-commerce sellers alike. So we are handling, first of all, inside Amazon traffic. That's one area that we're
PPC?
covering, and not PPC. We're dealing with organic traffic, so bio traffic, if
Oh,
you look at it
ranking.
from this, yeah, ranking. So we're doing product testing campaigns in terms of getting customer data and also ranking the product in the process. It's completely within TOS, if you are about to ask that. It's the
Oh,
old
yeah.
giveaways. In the past, people were doing giveaways. I mean, you're familiar
Mhm.
pretty much with the, let's say, the mystery shopper program, which is actually a tactic that,
Yes.
yeah, a lot of people are actually using nowadays, and it can be turned into a very good marketing strategy if you adapt it to, let's say,
I
the
was
code of
running my
conduct.
own mystery shoppers campaign, by the way, using ManyChat and a few other external tools to, yeah. But then it became against Amazon TOS, and then we kind of stopped the project.
Right,
But yeah,
right.
I'm sure there are still ways to do it without breaking the rules.
We've adapted, and we turned it into actually a marketing research for any Amazon customer out there. So it's doable. It's possible to actually be there. Just the old search find buy was banned, and if you're looking at the code of conduct, Amazon is banning any way to tell a friend or a customer to actually find you on the Amazon platform. You cannot tell them a keyword. You cannot tell them a brand. You cannot just go buy my product. I don't know how to tell you to get there, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's
Especially you cannot be refunded outside of Amazon, and that was
exactly.
kind of the deal breaker for us. So if you pay someone outside of Amazon for buying something on Amazon, that's not good.
Exactly. So yeah, we've tackled all the, let's say, the bad things, and we are into a evergreen area right now, which is working very well. So we are within the TOS and within the code of conduct, and also we are within the SPN with Amazon. So yeah, that's the whole idea about ranking and the product testing campaigns. Also, we're doing Amazon posts, so that's a still beta program, but it's a great way to get more visibility and more traffic within the Amazon platform, especially that in December 2022, so like 7 months ago, Amazon has launched the beta testing for Amazon Inspire. Amazon Inspire is a program designed within the platform to showcase based on interests to any Amazon customers products and information about products. So they're actually showcasing videos and photos that are being extracted from your listing, from your reviews, and from your Amazon posts. So it's like a circle here. You're posting into Amazon post, and then Amazon Inspire will get the data and provide it into more in front of more customers. So it's something everyone should be doing. You don't need rocket science to actually make it happen. So yeah, I encourage everyone to get into that. And yeah, this is
There
pretty
we
much
go.
the organic traffic within Amazon we can acquire. And we're also dealing with external traffic. External traffic, again, organic. So we are dealing with eco-friendly traffic. From that perspective, we're looking into social media and user-generated content. So we can take care of your social media account, for example. We can also engage with micro-influencers and people to actually present your product.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm
we have some
sorry.
angry dogs here.
Yeah, my dog is going crazy right now. I'm sorry
Who
for
let
that.
the dogs out?
Something. Holy cow. Dipsy, calm down. Calm down,
Yeah,
Dipsy.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry for
Brilliant.
that.
No problem. No problem. Yeah, it's good that we're not alone here. So we also have some fans out there. Yeah, there we go.
Gypsy's watching out for me. Yeah. Sometimes a bit off time.
Overprotective. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I have to edit this one. What is 1 second, huh?
External traffic as well outside Amazon traffic. This means social media and user generated content. So we can take over the Instagram account, for example. Instagram and Facebook is a good way to look at things. And we can post on a daily basis. We need to keep the account active. And also the team is doing a manual work. So they're finding micro influencers within your niche. So if you're selling, for example, let's say some dog treats or dog products, dog pet related products in general, the team is finding people that actually own a dog. Yeah, right. So
I
yeah,
wonder how you came up with dog products.
it's the second best category on the Amazon marketplace. So
No way.
yeah, actually pets, yeah, it's the
Yeah.
strongest, the second strongest category. The first one is home and kitchen, of course, because yeah,
Uh-huh.
people enjoy to
Wow.
stay in the kitchen apparently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So external traffic, social media library, sounds very familiar. Micro influencers, that's the external traffic, and this is all like not. So you're not doing paid traffic. You're not running Facebook ads, Google ads, and all that. This is not part of what you do.
Everything
It's all about
organic,
the
yeah.
organics.
Yeah, of
It's all about
course,
organic.
we don't want to tell it. Everyone should be aware. Running just organic traffic or doing just one part of the show is not enough. Is never enough. You have to also use PPC on the Amazon platform, or you get outside traffic on the social media platforms. So it's a mix. But this is what we're handling, and we're good at it. So yeah, we
Okay.
prefer to stay that way. Yeah. Also,
Sounds
later on,
amazing.
I can jump into this and maybe tell you the story on how this actually came up. But yeah, when we're going back and fast forwarding, probably.
Yeah. We will be doing some time travel here. Yeah, vampire style. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Just one more question about your Amazon. Does this work on all marketplaces, or do you focus on specific marketplaces like US, Europe? I don't know.
We are currently offering, for example, the Amazon Post is only available in the US as a beta testing
Yeah.
program, so all US Amazon sellers can leverage this. Also, the ranking and let's say the product testing campaign is available on the US, Canada, German, and UK marketplaces. So pretty much the English-speaking and German-speaking marketplaces. And when
Okay.
Amazon reaches Romania, we'll also handle Romania as well. Yeah. So.
I'm very confident about that one. So if
Yeah.
you need a German speaker, here is one.
Oh, there we go. Perfect. You do have like a
Yeah.
German accent, so yeah, it's
I know I speak as a German very good, better than the English.
okay.
I'm from Germany, but yeah, it's
Nice. Nice.
actually my second language is German.
Hmm.
All right,
Brilliant.
I will still like to understand more details about your on Amazon traffic, but I think this is the focus today is you and your life story. So let's talk about Marcel and how he became the person he is today. That is kind of the topic of my podcast here. So let's do the
Hmm.
little time travel and go back to 1820 when he was living in a castle.
Exactly. Yeah, no, the Earth was still a bit hot, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, like young Marcel, like teenage Marcel, what was he doing? What was going on in his life?
Not pretty much, to be honest. Back then, my only focus was to go to school and play outside. So I guess, yeah, it's like whenever you're young, you're dreaming about being an astronaut or becoming a doctor or a lawyer or stuff like that. I guess from my perspective, I was just focused on living the life and enjoying it from the, let's say, early experience of a teenager, so to speak. So again, yeah, later on, dreaming of girls and not only dreaming, so that's a different topic. But but from
It's part of life. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
but from the, let's say, the what led to my what was my foundation to what I am today, I'd say I went through a lot of good and bad. I would look at it from good and bad experiences that have put like a stamp on me, and based on that, we are actually inside every adult there is a child, so within inside us reside the actual experiences
Yep.
that we've had while we were young. So I'm very grateful, and I'd like to thank the, let's say, the 10 years old Marcel for all the experience, because everything that happened back then created what I am today, and I am grateful and thankful for everything that happened back then. It was the good and the bad. We were in the era that I believe when I was 10, we went from outside of the communism area. So until then, we were under communism until 1989 when we were under
Yeah.
Ceausescu. So everything was the rule was made through fear. So fear is a low
Yeah.
vibration. We can get into that later. But in
Wow, that
school,
sounds good.
yeah,
I love the vibration hint.
yeah. That's what we had to live in the past. At school,
Yeah.
we were getting beat up by the school teachers. We were, taken by these things. I don't know how to pronounce it in
Yeah.
English, and
Yeah.
we were, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also, we were
Same here.
holding the hand like this, and they were hitting us with that pointer on the over the fingers. So all sorts of
Oh.
bad way of treating the younglings, so to
Yeah, yeah. The
speak.
younglings did suffer. Yeah, I was one of them. Yeah, I was in
Exactly.
Kyrgyzstan in my in these days, and yeah, they were not very kind neither. But yeah, it's that's what it was. Yeah.
Again, I'm thankful for that because it led to what I am today. So it's good that you experience it when you're little. You get beat up when you're little, so you don't get too much beat up when you're older. So that's
Hopefully not.
another way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a different way of, let's say, a different earth vibration. I would put it like this. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
yeah.
you experienced this shift from communism, from the Soviet Union influence to like leaving the Soviet Union and becoming an independent country, which was a major shift, I guess, in
Yes.
Romania, and that happened during your teenage time.
Exactly. I do remember the revolution. So I was very, very young. I was staying at, let's say, at the window and seeing groups of people with the flag. We had a flag which was not entirely red, white, and blue. No, red, green, and blue. So this is the flag of Romania. But in the middle,
Mm,
we had like an emblem, a stem, and that one
mm,
was burned out. So it was an empty
mm,
space there, and people were just removed that one from the flag, and they were
mm,
waving it outside, and groups of people and shootings. And I do remember some of
mm,
the things that happened back
mm,
then. But yeah, women were crying. So yeah, a different
mm.
different approach. I was like,
Yeah.
again, I was focused on playing and having fun, so it was not
Mm,
I was not conscious too much about whatever was
mm,
going on, but still I
mm.
can relate to that
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Yeah, I can understand
yeah.
it.
And that was kind of the foundation for your entrepreneurial journey later on, or how did that
Well,
work out?
actually, yeah. Later on, I've been connected to computers ever since the 1990s. So not quite 19, let's say, still in the early days. Let's say before the x86, we had like a different type of computer with a cassette player where you insert the game, for example, and you get
Mhm,
like "Dee, dee, 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 dee," and you were
mhm,
loading like for an hour the game, and if you had a power failure, you had to start all over again. So it was
mhm,
that type of computing in that era. But
mhm,
later on, slowly, I went through MS-DOS, Windows 3.1, Windows 95, which was incredible. You had Alt Tab, and
mhm,
you can shift between tasks. And I was deep into this area. Also, let's say a little bit of hacking, good one, not bad one,
mhm.
because just
Ethical hacking.
hacking is one type of hacking. Cracking is the bad one. But in time,
Mhm,
people adapted hacking as a general bad thing. Actually, in
mhm,
the old days, hackers were testing the system to find vulnerabilities in order to fix them.
mhm,
Cracking, on the other side, means breaking into the system to steal, extract data, or do some harm to it. But
mhm,
yeah, then hacking sticked and everyone was called a hacker. It doesn't matter what you did, for good or for
mhm,
bad. Yeah,
mhm,
still in the end we were trying
wow,
to actually work about in the early days of Linux.
mhm,
I've been into programming. I've been into programming high school, and the way we were programming on a piece of paper. So we were
mhm,
actually writing down the code, and then we were going into the lab and putting the code on the screen on the computer actually and make it work. So
mhm,
that kind of thinking, analytical thinking, which I'm grateful for it. Later on, that has put a very good foundation to everything we do, actually
mhm,
everything I do, because I tend to understand how things work. And as soon as I understand how it works, I can replicate it and apply it into
mhm,
any
mhm.
business, actually.
All right. Wow. So you have all this uh, programming, IT background, so to say, which was self-taught and where you were just exploring right at the cutting edge of computer technology, which I can relate to. So those
Yeah,
days there was
yeah,
you couldn't study this stuff, in school
yeah.
or university because this was just happening, and uh,
No
and you
Google
and
back then, by the way.
yeah, yeah. No Google, and yeah, there was no. So we were. I mean, this that I found that also very exciting to be at this cutting edge of what's happening right now and to figuring it out and to making it work.
Yeah,
So there was not so many manuals and not so much Google. It was about like this is what it is, and now there's figure out how what to do with it and how to make it work
make it work.
and what are
Exactly.
the opportunities to do with this stuff, right? So it was really like a wild west scenario. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. It's
not
like the
so many
beginning of
YouTube videos to check out, and
no,
none
no
of that
YouTube
stuff.
at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
There were like, I don't know, 1,000 websites in total on the entire web, probably when
Yeah. Yeah.
when
Yeah.
that was happening
Exactly.
with dial-up
Yeah.
modems and everything. Yeah,
Yeah, we have seen all this happening, like from zero to what we have today, which has
Oh,
been
it's crazy.
quite a journey. Yeah.
Indeed, and the craziness will continue. That's for sure. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you went from being like a ethical hacker to at some point in time you met Amazon, right? How
Yeah,
did
that
that happen?
happened in 2016. That's when I first interacted with Amazon. At first, I was skeptical. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, so I waited for a bit of time. I did some research on my own. Thank God for YouTube and Google. So you can back then a lot of
Yeah.
videos were being made, and even today we have a lot of. Actually, we have all the information on the web. You just need to have the, let's say, the training, so you know how to digest it and separate the good parts from every
Yeah.
talk, so to speak, because not everyone is pointing out the good things out there. Nevertheless, in 2017, I actually went live with a product and with a business partner. And our first product was a total disaster because we did a very poor product research. We lost a lot of money, a lot of savings, and actually all the savings that we had back then. And
Oh.
yeah, it was pretty, yeah, let's say, downing from this experience. Back then, we had to pay let's say the Q4 warehousing was very expensive. So we spent like burned a lot of thousands of dollars on the actual warehousing of the products, and within the Amazon FBA, of course. And yeah, that one was a hard learned lesson. But myself, I liked the overall idea of Amazon, so I decided to continue. So personally, I went in depth. I went to the bank and got money and invested into two other
Oh,
products, the different niche.
wow.
And yeah, I was very confident. But what hit me again was the fact that I, ended up sourcing the products, having them on the platform, got a little bit of reviews, yeah, how it was happening back then. Tried a lot of things. Back then was the 99% discount codes that were ranking you. You remember the time with, yeah, viral launch and yeah, back in the old days. So I've tried pretty much everything, but in the end, I didn't had any more money for PPC, and that was a problem because I needed to get traffic to my product. And you may have the best product in the world, if the people do not see it or do not actually learn about it, nobody will purchase it. So that's a fact. That's not business. So what happened back then, I let's say I changed the partnership. So I right now I'm partnered with Larissa. She's my business partner. So back then she was helping me, I was helping her. We were let's say a club of Amazon sellers, and we went into social media, we went into Instagram, and that's how we got to create our micro influencer program from today. Back then,
Oh.
we try to go into the niche, and actually it's quite straightforward. The process just need time to actually develop it and research and contact and stay in contact with people. So it's a matter of getting into the platform and finding your niche, finding your hashtags, finding the people that are actually the end user of your program, and they're using it on a daily basis. And what we did, we offered them with one free product with no commitments. We just wanted for them to post in front of their audience and just highlight the product and say, hey, this is what I got. Maybe an unboxing video or just a photo would have been enough. And yeah, it was a lot of work. We spent a lot of nights trying to get in contact with everyone. But in the end, that's how we managed to get the products rolling and to get the business rolling. And yeah, we're doing very well right now with that brand. So yeah, it was an experience from which we learned, we adapted, we pivoted on a different area to get visibility. But yeah, in the end, that's what we're fighting over. On the Amazon marketplace or any other marketplace, you need visibility. It's not enough to just source the product, put it on the marketplace or on your own website. If you don't get traffic, nothing will happen. Yeah.
Exactly. Wow. So you developed a system for the lack of PPC budget So you went into the organic space and developed this kind of strategy for your own brand, which you still are running
Yeah,
today. So
yeah.
you still have this brand going on Amazon.
It's emotionally attached probably to me. Yeah. So,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I can relate to that. I sold my brand, but it was quite a tough journey to let go of your,
yeah,
baby, so to say.
yeah, exactly.
But I can completely understand how you would like to like hang on to it and keep going. But on the side, you also developed all these strategies, and this is the foundation of intelliRANK, I'm assuming, right?
Yes, that's
Something you
correct.
built for yourself, and now you are kind of applying this and extending the service to other Amazon sellers. Is that correct?
Exactly. We are into teaching. We are also into presenting and offering the knowledge. So that's not a problem for everyone to do on their
Hmm.
own. I've been a
Hmm.
guest in numerous podcasts and webinars where I presented the actual strategy and how to
Hmm.
attend this micro influencers program. But
Hmm.
everything we do, we test on our brands, and we're thinking from our perspective, how would I want this service to help me as a brand in order to help me on the long run and be
Hmm.
let's say there we don't want to, let's say, provide a service just for the sake of providing it without, let's say, actually helping the
Hmm.
entrepreneur. But it's always a journey, and it's always about looking at the numbers, looking at the what the product is doing, cutting the loss when you have to. It's very important to just know when you have to cut the loss on products. We failed products as
Oh
well.
yeah.
We've lost a lot of money into, well, let's say, test products, and we will lose more money into testing products because that's how it works. You have to test, you have to let go, you have to reinvent the wheel if you have to. But yeah,
Hmm.
just keep whatever is making money for you. Yeah.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a journey. I like it. I like the challenges. I like to discover new things, to meet new people. I like to,
Hmm.
yeah, to the whole business idea. I can develop it from anywhere in the world, so I can travel to
Hmm.
wherever and just do my business from there.
Hmm.
That's the freedom I was looking for. Let's say prior to getting in the entrepreneurial space. Yeah,
Hmm. And you
so
made your dream come true now. So that's
definitely
very
yes.
cool. But you're
Mhm.
still in Romania, so you did not really take advantage of your freedom of living wherever on the planet.
It's not about living. I relate to the fact of living in one place and visiting whatever. So
Okay.
we are constantly going to the US. For example, every year we
Hmm.
have like 1 month or 2 months in the US. We are traveling
Oh
anywhere
wow.
in the world. So yeah, let's say Romania is like the headquarters of, let's say,
Hmm.
family and friends and everything. It's here. So myself, I do not want, for example, at least not now, to just switch the country for, I don't know,
Hmm.
whatever reason. But still,
Hmm.
freedom is in the heart of everyone. Depends
Yeah.
how everyone sees it. And
Hmm.
yeah, in the end, it's just a matter of being, how to put it, aware of who you are and what you want.
Hmm.
And yeah, it's like
And your vibration. You touched
always.
on the vibration topic, man. I want to hear more about your vibration
That's
thoughts.
yeah, that's one very important, let's say, quality of the humans, the actual vibration, the way they resonate, the way they vibrate. Because you look at them and you understand how they're vibrating, and you know if they're more on the dark side or they're more towards the light. If I'm looking at, let's say, the Death Star behind me over here, so yeah, I do enjoy and I like to look at life, and we can get into that area. Like I see the four pillars of life. It's very important to be aware of them at least. The first
Mm,
one would be the physical one. So how you look, how you know how healthy you are, taking care of your the way you're eating, when you're getting rest and everything, getting the physical touch on your journey here on Earth. Then
mm,
we're looking at the psychological factor, the emotional one more exactly. Emotions define us. So everything we feel, all the emotions that are happening in our lives, we should be aware of them. We should actually look into them and try to understand why it's happening. Because, like I said, there's a small child over there, and that child is a bit traumatized, probably not too much. Depends on each one of us, but that's the foundation, and it's causing us to act in different ways. So yeah, emotion is also important. Next, we have the spiritual path. The spiritual path, getting in connection with who you are and trying to understand vibrations and understand that there's more to life than just what we see here in the 3D world. It's very important to look at all the aspects of life. And yeah, it's getting into the spiritual world, so to speak. And last but not least, the fourth pillar is the actual mind, intellectual. Always keep your mind busy, learn new things. If you're in a room full of people and you're the smartest in the room, change the room. It's as simple as that. Always be occupied, always try to evolve, to understand things, to know new things. It's as simple as that, if you want it from my analytical, let's say, way of looking at things.
Y- it is a very good overview, but I think each one of these four pillars could take like another day of exploration,
Oh,
like
definitely.
how we actually deal with physical health, with our psychology, emotions, spirituality. I think, that's another Pandora's box,
Oh,
and
definitely.
the mind. I mean, but yeah, I completely agree that these four things are essential, and we have to take care of all these four things, and be considerate and diligent about, and take responsibility most of all. I mean, this is where I see most deficit, so to say, when people simply neglect to take responsibility for, I mean, for one or even all of these four pillars, and they go into this victim mode, like, oh, this is all happening to me, and I am not in charge. So yeah, taking care of these four pillars in responsible way, and to be active and proactive, I think that's what makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Gypsy agrees.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all aboard here, so it's perfect.
Oh boy, I
Yeah.
think you're gonna get banned from my podcast, Gypsy. That's not cool. Okay.
No problem, no problem. It's good
Yeah.
to have like someone to hear us
She
out.
looks cute. Yeah, she looks very cute, but she can be a bit noisy.
You should introduce her to the podcast at some point. Any
Yeah,
point
yeah.
is
I
good.
think
So
one
yeah,
day I should bring her on board
yeah,
and maybe do a little interview with her and see what's going on in her gypsy mind.
definitely, yeah. Super
Cool,
nice.
man. I was
And
about to ask you about like your words of wisdom, as a closing sentence, but I mean, of course, you're still welcome to do so. But these four pillars to me already sounds like so fundamental, it's so deep. But hey, if you have anything else to share, I mean, in terms
well,
of business perspective or in terms of your personal experience, please go ahead and let us know what else our audience should know.
I'd like to simplify things. So it's always a matter of, if you look at anything in this lifetime, it's always a matter of choice. And choice comes from awareness. If you're aware of everything that's happening, you just need to, as simple as, make a choice. If you want to be an entrepreneur, it's perfectly okay. If you want to be employed, it's perfectly okay. If you want to victimize yourself, it's perfectly okay. Whoever wants to do these things, it's a matter of taking, okay, like you said, taking responsibility and being aware of the choices that you are making in the end.
Mm,
And in terms of the entrepreneurial journey, I can say that it's always challenging. I like it. It's I'm working more than I was when I was employed, so that's straightforward. But what makes a business is actually the fact that you can always, be in the business and help the business grow, or you can decide that the business is not good for you, and that's when businesses actually get closed. It's not about businesses dying. It's about people no longer fighting for them to keep them alive.
mm,
So it's always like that. Of course, people will find reasons. I don't have any more money. Of course, you don't. You can try to find a way maybe to invest less or invest there's two currencies in life: money and time. If you don't have any of them, you have a problem. So you should have at least one of them to invest in any business. It doesn't have to be like $1 million business and you just sell your kidneys to get a, God forbid, an iPhone or whatever. So it's not about that. Start small, be consistently persistent. That's the key of any business, being consistently persistent. And
Wow.
yeah, things will just eventually happen for you. Yeah.
Cool, man. I love these words of wisdom. Be consistently persistent.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the headline for our podcast, I guess.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Super, Daniel. Yeah.
Very good. That was amazing. Marcel, I hope I get it right by now.
It's perfect. Thank you. Yeah.
Marcel, thank you so much for being a guest, sharing all your wisdom and your 4 pillars of being a human. I think that was very insightful. And I hope we can stay in touch. Whatever links you want me to include for people to reach out to you, I will put it in the description. Yeah, fingers crossed and all the best with your agency moving forward.
Thank you. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for having me. It's been great talking to you. And yeah, we'll be in touch.